Introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Austin Desperados. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Smith, his first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Murray. They'll set up the screen to Smith. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Harrison Smith.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Newton. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Their own 14-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tackle made.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Murray fighting, lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, It was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Another try for Barkley, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A 1st down carry for Smith, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Toronto 7.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
At the 22-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On the carry. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Newton. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on second down. Newton, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Pass.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They begin with a run by Smith. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this throw caught left side. There he goes left side. Touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year, and his guys are going to retake the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, it's Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now Ito Smith. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Complete to Saquon.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Up on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5-yard. On the play.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down.
They'll try the air now with Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Saquon Barkley. Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. Fuller brings it in over the middle.
Newton's pass.
8 yards into completion, but now they face third down.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Murray now on first down, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. The shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Murray, he's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown! A big play there. 79 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Back now in Austin. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go to Barkley again. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Newton trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will take this all the way up past the 40. Line.
Newton's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll run on 1st down. Smart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Desperados 31, Steelers 13. Just
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking deep here for Ebron. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him a gain of 38.
1st and 10 at the 44.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smith. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Smith. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
34.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Operating from the gun, Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Steelers first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Newton. Short little throw to Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Desperados 34. Steelers 20. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun.